Okay, so my name is Shawnlyn Just, and I'm going to be attending the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs this fall. UCCS is where I originally wanted to go, but it didn't always stay that way. I had to consider other more financially possible options and really look into all the options that were given to me. I couldn't just focus on one school that I liked. I had to be realistic about my wants versus my needs. And thanks to AVID, I was able to stay focused and organized, and I was able to get the presidential scholarship at UCCS, which is the sole reason that I'm going this fall.
All right, and I'm Isabel Wilkie, and I will be attending Winona State University this fall. It's been my top pick all year, but last year the plan was to go to South Central for 2 years, get my gen eds done, and then head up to Winona, but after touring Winona, it was kind of decided I didn't want to wait, and chances of me getting into their nursing program would be not as high.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, the word that we made into an anagram at the beginning of our senior year was graduation, because as seniors, the only thing that's really on your minds from the beginning to the end of your senior year is graduating. So in graduation, we have good grades, because it's important to have good grades if you want to graduate and if you want to get into the college you want to get into.
Yep, and then next we had activities, just to do as much as you can and make the most out of your senior year.
After activities, the D in graduation, we have dedication, because you need to stay dedicated to school and your work in order to have good grades in order to graduate.
But with the dedication, you still gotta have some fun, and that fun can happen at activities you go to.
Next is attendance, because you need to come to class if you want to, pass tests and stay dedicated to your work to get those good grades to graduate.
And then you gotta have time, which includes some time management.
Yep, that's about the hardest part.
Yep. And AVID helps with that a lot.
Especially if you have 3 jobs like Belle and are in band.
Yep.
And Lancers and all of that.
Yep.
Crazy. Or if you're in 3 different sports and a part of a bunch of clubs. After time management, especially if you have 3 jobs and 3 sports and you're in band and you have school and you're in AP classes, it's important to keep your sanity, because you don't want to go crazy. If you keep your sanity, there's a good chance that you won't want to come to school, you'll sleep in, you won't have good attendance, you won't be dedicated, and you won't have good grades, and therefore you won't graduate.
Then on the topic of college, you gotta have scholarships, because you gotta pay for it somehow. Not everyone can just pay out of pocket, which is something AVID really, really helps with. They set aside time for you to specifically take and work on those scholarships.
Yeah.
And some colleges offer scholarships.
Yep, scholarships.
Specifically if you're an AVID.
Sweet. Okay, and then lastly in graduation we have involve, because just like for activities, it's important to stay involved and make sure, go to the football games, have fun, do stuff that you've always wanted to do but never really done. And if you stay involved and you have fun, you'll keep your sanity, you'll come to school on time, so you'll have good attendance, you'll be dedicated to your work, you'll have good grades, and therefore you will graduate. All right, so my greatest successes during my high school career were staying involved in sports, because it helped me to make new friends and stay in good shape throughout the season. Being a part of lots of clubs, because they really got me out of my comfort zone, and I got to meet a lot of new people that I don't think I would have met otherwise. Taking classes seriously, because it got me into the college that I wanted to get into, and it just made my life outside of school a lot easier, especially when I focused in class. And participating in school events, because they are beyond fun. The football games are awesome, and homecoming is by far one of my favorite things to be a part of.
Some of my greatest successes, I would say, was that I lettered all 4 years in band.
Yes.
Heck yeah. I stayed pretty involved mostly with band and drama, but yeah.
She's pretty dramatic.
Sure.
All right.
And then another success would probably be that I made it through 4 years of AVID, especially after freshman year.
Yep.
Kind of a rough
Freshman year is tough, so stick with it.
And the fact that I'm graduating and I've had 3 jobs for 2 years, and not failed.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to have 3 jobs. Try not to if you can.
Yeah. All right, some things I wish I would have done differently throughout high school was I wish I would have participated more and gotten into more clubs and more just put myself out there. Never quite did that.
All right. And then some things that I wish I would have done differently are get my art credit out of the way, because I need an art credit to graduate, and I had half. And so I had to get, actually, no, I didn't even have half. I kept it off until senior year. I had to take photography, which I didn't want to do. My senior year, I wanted to spend it doing something different. And then I wish I would have studied harder for the ACT, because, I mean, I got a good score, but I wanted to do better, and I probably should have paid more attention to that. And then lastly, I never should have taken AP Economics, because I took it because I wanted to learn something totally different, and even though I hated dealing with money and trade, and it was a horrible, horrible idea, and I wish I would have never made it. Great. All right, favorite part about West. My favorite part about West is most of the teachers and the staff. Ron is awesome. Everybody get to know Ron, because Ron will get to know you. If you see a janitor that says your name and you're like, I've never seen that guy in my life, it's probably Ron. He takes time to memorize everybody's name. I also, like I said, I like going to the homecoming game, because there's the football game and then there's the dance. The jug game, which is awesome, and I'm sure you guys have probably, some of you guys probably been to that. And then Job's, my 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year was awesome because it's just one big party. Yeah.
Probably my favorite part is some of the staff too, and some of the teachers. Ron's probably my favorite as well. And then another favorite part would probably be pep band. People don't often see what all we do, but we're probably some of the most peppy people at any event. One lesson I learned the hard way in high school is you kind of got to be careful who you trust and confide in, and you really got to make sure you know who you're telling things and make sure they have the understanding that it's private.
Okay, yeah, she's right. That's a really dark thing to talk about, though. Something I learned the hard way, again, was don't take AP Economics because it sucks. I took AP Econ instead of AP Gov because I knew pretty much everything about government, since we learn about a lot of it at home. And I took AP Econ because I was bad with money and I wanted to be better at it. And spoiler alert, I still suck at it. So, don't take AP Econ. Alright, my favorite is, what is your best advice to freshmen? My best advice to freshmen is don't clog the hallways, because you have no idea how annoying and irritating it is to everyone. So please, don't clog the hallways. Stay on the side or stay in your classroom, be even better. Also, no PDA. For those of you who don't know what it means, it stands for Public Display of Affection, and that stuff is nasty, so don't be doing that because it's gross. We hate it. Also, be respectful, because your teachers have to put up with you and your annoying tendencies for the next 4 years of your life. The least you could do is show some respect. And lastly, have fun. Get involved. Do something that you've always been interested in doing but you've never been willing to do. And talk to people that you've been curious about getting to know but never really talked to. And that includes upper and lower classmen eventually. And go to all the football games and other sporting events, because the next 4 years of high school are going to go by really fast.
I have some similar advice. Stick to the right side of the hallway. Knock off the PDA. No one wants to see it. It just makes everyone uncomfortable. It's just not good. And then just have fun. Enjoy high school while you can. Don't grow up too fast. It goes by really fast. A couple things AVID helped me develop and gain in my 4 years of doing it was it helped me develop some time management skills. Those are extremely important when you have 3 jobs and in school and all kinds of other activities, sports and that. And then another thing was my organizational skills. That is equally as important as any sort of time management skills.
I think you copied my answer.
I'm sorry.
That's also that what's really important that AVID taught me was to stay organized with my binders, with my Cornell notes. I really evolved with those over the years. And then also time management, like in our graduation anagram time. The learning logs that I originally thought that they were really stupid, and then I started struggling a lot in sophomore year, and I realized that they really helped me, and I will probably be taking them with me to college to help me figure out when to take my classes. So, yeah. Oh, and what do we got here? June 1st, we got graduation!